Hello, this is Jesse Blanigan from Kansas, and I have put up two videos. One is called Alex Jones, a clone, and another Vladimir Putin, or Putin, a clone. And to understand what I'm doing here, you probably need to see them also. Basically, I am saying, and I'm going to show you how and why I say this, that Angela Merkel is a clone, the one who's acting now as Angela Merkel. Why do I say this? Well, when I started experimenting with the pendulum, usually with friends and, if you want to say, patients, I learned that I could connect with them at a distance and do their chakras, which is a fairly common procedure where you use a pendulum like this, and the simplest or most believable way is you put it above their body as they're laying down, and it shows you their chakras. They would normally say there's 7 main chakras, okay? The pendulum will spin, showing the direction of rotation of these energy swirls, and you can tell how good of physical condition they are to some extent. These things affect our body, and if they're not working correctly, then we usually don't feel good. However, I started connecting with people around the world, and when I connected to Barack Obama, then I decided to connect to Putin. Well, I connected to Putin, and comes out he only had 2 chakras. So I started asking and trying to figure this out, and comes out he is a clone, or was at that time. So among the other people I tested was Angela Merkel, and it also shows that she is a clone. So I'm going to show you here what we find. Now, in my video of Vladimir Putin, I showed his chakras, but I didn't take the time to fix them. So I just finished correcting or installing and correcting Vladimir Putin's chakras, the ones that were missing because he was a clone. As I understand it, when we install the 3rd chakra, we also are installing his soul. And you can see my video on Vladimir Putin to understand that a little. Now we're with Angela Merkel, which also shows only 2 chakras. So before we go with Angela, I'm going to show you that I have installed the chakras of Vladimir Putin. We can easily go back in time. I'm going to ask Vladimir Putin's chakras 1 week ago. As you're going to see, he had 2, and for some reason his 2nd chakra was never very good. It's like weak or sometimes even backwards. But I'm going to show you Vladimir Putin's chakras 1 week ago. I connect with him 1 week ago. The pendulum will turn a little bit to the right and then stop. Okay, we have connection, okay? Vladimir Putin's 1st chakra 1 week ago. If I leave it about 5 seconds, then it turns up to about the full effect. See, it's spinning correctly and fine. That was Vladimir Putin's 1st chakra 1 week ago. Now we come up to his 2nd chakra 1 week ago. As I show, it's a little bit backwards, but you know, it's moving, but it's hard to detect, okay? And his 3rd chakra 1 week ago, absolutely nothing. 4th, nothing. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Okay. Now we're going to connect to Vladimir Putin presently, or now that I just finished doing correcting his chakras. Connect to him at the present time. Okay. If you'd like to see an example of going back in time, see my video IQ Test World's Easiest, where I go back and connect to Leonardo da Vinci, Alexander the Great, King Solomon, and a few people. Okay? We are now connected to Vladimir Putin. Now let's show his 1st chakra, which was okay before, right? Let's show his 2nd chakra. I just corrected it. He should thank me. His 3rd chakra, which he didn't have before. I just installed it. Okay, that's his 3rd chakra. And it would keep spinning like this probably all day if I let it. Okay, his 4th chakra. I'm not going to do them all. I did 1 through 13 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 behind. Okay, that's his 4th, I believe. Here's his 5th chakra. Okay, as you can see, they're installed. Okay, it goes all the way up. I did all of them. Okay, now, I had found out that on this thing that I call level of conscience, and somebody just told me the name of Dr. Hawking or something like that, that came up with the scale. I need to look it out and give him credit, but I'll do that as soon as I can. On this scale of development of conscience, Alex Jones, when I installed all his chakras, came out with a scale of 1,000 exactly, which is good. Not many people are 1,000. Some of us are over. Some of them are extra high, like David Icke, for example, is over 2,000. A man named Drunvalo Melchizedek is well over 2,000. I'm 1,200 and something. The Pope Francis is 1,200 and something, so there are some of us over 1,000. Okay, now, but Alex Jones came out exactly 1,000. Let's see what Putin's is Vladimir Putin's level of development of conscience at this moment. He didn't have any before, as we'll show you with Merkel. 100, 200, 300, it's moving a little bit, 400, 500, 600. When it's a perfect circle, it's right on, and when it stops, I've gone past. 600, 700, 800, 900, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It's pretty much a pretty circle. 991, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 999, 1000. I'd wondered what they'd come out with for a new person, but it comes out at 1000. 1000. See, it's spinning in a circle. 1001. And it's going to stop. Okay, 1000. Good. Now he has a conscience. Maybe he will make better decisions. Okay? Now, I'm sorry for that, but I had to finish that other work first. Let's get back to Angela Merkel. Okay, we connect to the present Angela Merkel. Okay, show me her first chakra. Okay, there's her first chakra, spinning correctly. Her second chakra. Okay, her third chakra. Her fourth chakra. Her fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Her second chakra behind. Her third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, now then, let me check that second chakra behind. Ah, that's interesting. She only has it in front. Okay. Well, I didn't realize that, but that's fine. Okay, now we're going to ask her development of conscience. As we saw, for a good person is about 1,000. An average in the U.S. is 303. In Costa Rica is 340 something, I think. And in the UK is 40 something. I salute the UK. They're higher than other ones. Okay, let's check her level of conscience. What's her level of conscience? And you notice the pendulum doesn't move a bit. Okay, is it 1, 2, 3, 4? It's moving a tiny bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's moving a tiny bit backwards, which means no, no, and no. She has no level of conscience, no conscience. Would you want a leader with no conscience? It would seem that she's just programmed to do whatever she's told to do, right? If her conscience is not guiding her, who is guiding her? Okay? Okay. Now, all we're going to do is I'm going to install 2 or 3 of her chakras so you see that it works, and then we'll go from there. I'll finish it after I shut off the video. Okay? We're going to install, okay, there's her first chakra. Here's her second chakra. Okay, we're going to install her third chakra. This is the one, okay. Now I say install the third chakra, and it will start moving. Okay, this is pretty high for me. I'm used to having it down by my navel. This is a little odd. Okay, we're installing her third chakra. I'll just do the third and fourth to not take a lot of time. And I'll finish the other ones later. Okay, we're installing her third chakra. And of course, there's the people that say I'm moving the pendulum, and I always have to say the pendulum moves me a little bit. because it's a weight on a string moving in circles. It's out of balance, so it's a little hard to balance it completely with my hand, but I'm not moving it. Okay, third chakra is installed. Okay, let's check her chakras. First, second, okay, I'll give more time on the third because I'm doing this kind of quickly. Third chakra, her third chakra. We give it a good 5 seconds for it to spin up. Okay, she now has a third chakra. Okay, let's go to her fourth chakra. Show me her fourth chakra. Nothing. Let's install her fourth chakra. Now, I will finish installing her chakras when I'm done, so I can't show you her level of conscience yet, although we could do something. We could show you her partial level of conscience. We can see how much this is affected. I don't know that this brings up any level of conscience, or I'm supposing he probably has a partial level of conscience. This is installing the fourth chakra. And then this won't be the final result, but we'll see if she has any conscience yet, or maybe it doesn't happen until the end. Or maybe with the soul coming in with the third chakra, maybe she will have the full 1,000 conscience. I don't know. If she does, that's more proof or evidence that the soul enters with the third chakra. Okay. Angela Merkel level of conscience. Well, she has some, or it wouldn't be moving. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. It's moving a little. 800, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 900. See, it's in an oval, but not a perfect circle. 910, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. The soul did come in with the third chakra. Your conscience is with your soul. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1,000. Well, by installing one chakra in these clones, we can give them a conscience. But I wouldn't leave them that way. Okay? It's 1,000, 1,001. See, it's losing energy. It's going to stop. Okay? So her level of conscience already went up to 1,000. I'll finish her other chakras later. Okay? Now, so we start asking, okay, she's a clone. Has she always been a clone? Well, no. We saw that Alex Jones became a clone somewhere between 10 and 15 years ago. Let's see when it was that Angela Merkel became a clone. And maybe the easy way to check this, we'll just use her fifth chakra. And we'll go back a year at a time, okay? Let's see her fifth chakra right now. Okay, her fifth chakra right now. See, I haven't installed it yet. Here's her fourth. But her fifth I haven't installed. Okay, let's go back in time 1 year and see her fifth chakra. Nothing. 2 years and see her fifth chakra. Nothing. 3 years and see her fifth chakra. Aha! So, somewhere between 2 and 3 years ago, Angela Merkel was replaced with a clone. Now, we have the big question. Is the real Angela Merkel alive or dead? Okay, let's connect with her. By the way, I'd probably be pretty good at finding missing people. I haven't really done it. Well, one time, and he was dead. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing here? I use so many things I get mixed up. Okay, we're going to connect with the real Angela Merkel and see whether she is alive or dead. If she's alive, her energy age will be less than 100. If she's dead, it will be over 100, which we saw in the example of the multiple Putins. Okay? Her energy age. And I don't know. I haven't checked this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. Not looking good. 99, 100, 101, 101.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 101.3. So, the real Angela Merkel is dead. Sorry to tell you people, you have an imposter who was not a natural-born citizen of Germany. I have nothing against clones. In fact, I would love to welcome them to humanity. Let's make a Be Friends to Clone Week. But let's get rid of the control that this is giving someone by having these clones in there with no conscience. As I understand, they all have chips in them, probably, so that they can be controlled at will. Okay, who's controlling these clones? Whoever controls the clones controls the world. And they're nobody you know or can see. That's not how it's supposed to be, people. Is Germany a democratic republic or whatever it is? I don't know, but it should be a democracy. You are not being ruled democratically. You're being ruled by someone who pulls invisible strings. Okay? This applies not just to Germany, of course, this applies to the world. Now, I started asking, okay, Russia, Germany, what about other countries? How many world leaders are actually clones? And some of this is a little hard to define. I mean, maybe he's the leader behind the scenes, but not the elected leader, but in general, they're the leaders of these countries. And I asked the pendulum, because I get information. I have interesting access to information. I think you need to agree if you believe this, and I absolutely believe it. There appear to be 9 countries that are actually ruled by clones. And the closest I came to, and my pendulum says I get about 95% accuracy or so, so maybe one of these is wrong, maybe it's the country next door or something, but I got Russia, Germany, Belgium, Lebanon, Israel, good old what's his name, is a clone, Zimbabwe, that doesn't surprise me, Sierra Leone, that's where there's all kinds of corruption with diamonds or something, right? That's where they could use a clone, and Nigeria, and Libya, and I'm not sure who the leader of Libya is. I don't know if it's referring to Gaddafi or what, but it came out. And also, interestingly, Bolivia, but Bolivia wouldn't give me a normal answer. And it appears that what's happening in Bolivia, the clone is being made. Okay, the clone is in the process, let's say. And there's also 4 more countries on Earth, or maybe Bolivia is included in those 4. Anyway, there's at least 4 countries where the clones are in process of being made. Once the clone is made, which I guess takes a few months, then they can replace the leader with a clone. Okay? So Bolivia, do you want a clone governing you? I imagine it's Evo Morales, who they want to clone, to be able to control him. Okay? Well, that's the story. I know this sounds strange. It's strange to me. However, I looked up clones on the internet, and there's a lot of information on clones, more than I thought or expected. And what I'm seeing is pretty much in line with that. They're a tool of the Illuminati to control the world, to control politics, to control people for their own power, wealth, security. And it's time these things stopped. It's time to get the word out. Germany, it's time for you to act. I'm more German than anything else. My grandfather was pure German. His parents came to the U.S. from Germany. So I consider myself partly German. And I'm kind of proud of it. German people are very hardworking. I hope that this hard work that I'm doing is appreciated for the good of your country and the good of the world. So, that's the story. People, let's do something about this. Share this. Even if you don't believe it. Share it and see what other people think. See how many people will believe this. And look at the other videos on YouTube on cloning, so you can see that I'm not that far out. I'm just happen to have found a way, or one of the ones who found the way and is willing to publish it, to see who is a clone, and actually to help them, I think. So thank you for your patience and your attention, and have a wonderful day. Let's change the world. Thank you.